I did a video last week about Kaiserslautern, this football club in Germany that did this extravagant display, a satanic display. They actually won the game afterwards. It seems like another club is now copying them because it seems, oh, look, we've found a new way to win at football. We'll just invoke Satan, literally invoke Satan. Have a look at this video. I'm not kidding you guys. This is another video. There was a video last week from Kaiserslautern in Germany, who actually won the game, and they unfolded this banner in Latin, two banners in Latin, with a curse. And here in Seville, they have put up this big banner of Satan saying, "We sell our souls to see." We sell our souls to see you champion. Basically, vendemos nuestras almas para verte campeón. It's written here. I mean, we have got. It's amazing. It's when you just think about the current world where we are. Society has no shame invoking Satan, explicitly invoking Satan. And yet, if it came to something religious or Catholic, at the moment in Spain, they're trying to destroy the largest cross in the world in El Valle de los Caídos, in the Valley of the Fallen. So it's quite astounding to see where we've come. But anyway, I wonder sometimes where we've ended up. It's interesting. I was reading in volume the 1943 letters of Maria Valtorta on July 24th, 1943. And this is what Jesus said, July 24th, 1943. "I have already told you that all the evil which is oppressing you now is a result of the abandonment of my law by individuals in society. The lack of faith, the lack of charity, the lack of every virtue, even one single origin, have one single origin, the deserting of my militia, the Christian militia. As if from a trunk with poisonous roots, certain tendencies, vices, and passions, worse than human, demonical, have sprung forth. The plant of Christian life is dead in almost all hearts. In many it vegetates with difficulty. In a few it is still flowering, nourished by the juice of life, adorned by sturdy branches. Nor is there reason to hope that all things will change. Indeed, they will always head in a worse direction, for as the forest invaded by parasitic plants and harmful insects is increasingly stripped of leafy branches and fruits and eventually dies, the same is happening to current society, increasingly burned, suffocated, and corroded by 1,000 vicious tendencies and 1,000 sins. The main ones, hatred, lust, overbearance, deceit. The first ones, the negation of God, doctrines averse to mine, exaggerated self-worship, egotism, and still more. My word cannot descend, a seed and water of life, the true life, into souls. They are too occupied with other things. Most Christians have rejected Christ because they have placed themselves, or power, money, and flesh in Christ's place. Those who are less at fault are always at fault, for they lack true mercy towards their fellows. Who is there who does not curse and blaspheme these days?" This was written on July 24th, 1943, about 2 days before Mussolini gave his abdication, his resignation letter to the king on July 26th, 1943, when the Allies were starting to come up from the south, and Italy was partitioned and so forth. Remember, we all know what history was, but we've been here before. People can reject the truths of our existence, but sooner or later we bring chastisement on ourselves by rejecting the truth. The truth is the truth. Cannot live beside it. This call. We're supposed to teach the next generation the call to virtue. For example, the call to live chastity, which is so lambasted. Who wants to live chastity? Let's look at porn and objectifies women and blah, blah, blah. But sooner or later, when you go against God's law, you bring chastisement on yourself, particular chastisement, or in society, or on families and so forth. The truth is the truth. Believe me, it's not easy sometimes to preach this, but I hope someday people start to wake up. But sooner or later, you will learn from your mistakes, or you will learn from listening to the truth. And I don't think society fully understands the path that it is embarking on, which is, a radical departure from God's laws, which, whether you like it or not, is the only way to exist in harmony and peace. And people think I'm crazy when I'm saying this, but really, when you've lived what I've seen in life, you'll understand that when you look to see where society is going now, this head-on collision into materialism. I mean, when you think about it, and the next generation are ever more lost, because they will never find meaning in what they're looking for, in their careers which will end, in the money which they will spend, in the holidays which will finish, in the image world that they have launched them, the fashion, the influencers, etc., etc. Constant looking for reinvention, for something to fill the void. The only thing, and this is St. Augustine talks about it, the only thing that will fill this void is something that is infinite, because what is finite will never satiate what we're looking for. Anyway, pray for this second football club that invoked Satan, because sooner or later they will realize he doesn't mess around. He'll be happy to appear and to take over their lives. God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.